Official, Jungkook and Jimin arrive in Vietnam, Switzerland, arrived 30 minutes ago and are immediately in the spotlight. The shocking news came from the world of entertainment and international sports. Two BTS members, Jungkook and Jimin, were reportedly officially present in Vietnam, Switzerland, and arrived at the location about 30 minutes ago. The presence of both immediately attracted the attention of the public, the media, to fans who were around the location. According to initial reports from local media as well as fan posts on social media, Jungkook and Jimin were seen entering the event area under close guard. Despite appearing simple, the aura of a world-class star still radiated strongly. It didn't take long for their names to instantly become trending on various platforms, including X, Twitter, Instagram, and international fan communities. The presence of Jungkook and Jimin in Vietnam, Switzerland is said to be related to official agendas and special invitations, although full details of the purpose of their presence have not been publicly announced. Some speculations suggest involvement in international promotional events, cultural collaborations, and cross-border friendship agendas that combine entertainment and sports. Interestingly, the moment of their arrival was recorded by a number of fans who happened to be on site. In the short video, Jungkook is seen greeting with a polite nod, while Jimin briefly waves his hand and smiles warmly. This reaction immediately drew praise because both were considered humble despite being in the middle of a busy schedule. Not only K-pop fans, Jungkook and Jimin's presence also attracted international media attention. Many consider the presence of these two global icons to be a strong symbol of South Korea's cultural influence on the world stage, especially in Southeast Asia and Europe. Until now, the agency has not given an official statement regarding the details of their agenda in Vietnam, Switzerland. However, public enthusiasm continued to increase. Many fans are hoping Jungkook and Jimin will appear in the main event or at least give a brief statement to the media. With the arrival time still very recent, about 30 minutes ago, further developments are predicted to continue to be in the spotlight. Whatever their agenda, one thing is certain: the presence of Jungkook and Jimin once again proves BTS's unfading global appeal. Amid various speculations, many observers considered that Jungkook and Jimin's presence in Vietnam, Switzerland was not an ordinary visit. The status of both as global icons of BTS makes their every move always has strategic significance, both in terms of the entertainment industry, cultural diplomacy, and the growing global influence of Hallyu. A number of fans who were at the site said that security was tightened from an hour before their arrival. This reinforces the suspicion that Jungkook and Jimin's presence was carefully planned and official. In fact, some local media began to prepare special coverage because of the potential big impact of the presence of the two South Korean superstars. On social media, fan reactions came from different countries. Many international armies expressed pride because Jungkook and Jimin again showed BTS's influence that was able to bridge various cultures and countries. Hashtags related to both continue to rise, with thousands of comments discussing possible secret agendas, international collaborations, to surprise appearances. Although there was no immediate confirmation from the agency, Jungkook and Jimin's presence at this important moment is considered a strong symbol of friendship across countries and proof that K-pop public figures now have a big role on the global stage. Not a few people think that their presence brings more value, both in terms of the popularity of the event and international attention. With the situation still evolving, the public and fans are now asked to be patient, waiting for an official statement. But one thing that cannot be denied: just by being present for a few minutes, Jungkook and Jimin have managed to steal the world's attention. If in the next few hours both appear on the main agenda or give an official statement, the moment will certainly be a big highlight and reaffirm Jungkook and Jimin's position as two global stars whose influence extends beyond the borders of music and country. Interestingly, some internal sources mention that Jungkook and Jimin's agenda in Vietnam, Switzerland will still continue in the near future. This made the public even more curious, considering that both are known to be very selective in attending events outside the group's official schedule. Each of their appearances almost always brings a big impact, both in terms of news and global fan response. According to entertainment industry analysts, Jungkook and Jimin's presence could also be a strong signal about the new direction of BTS's international activities as individuals and as symbols of South Korean culture. In recent years, K-pop figures are no longer only seen as musicians, but also as cultural ambassadors who are able to unite various backgrounds of the nation. On the other hand, the fans waiting around the site kept order. Many of them chose to capture the moment from a distance, showing respect as well as high enthusiasm. Some fans even claimed to have come from other countries just to witness a brief moment of Jungkook and Jimin's presence live. Until this news was revealed, there has been no official statement from the agency regarding details of further activities. But it is precisely this uncertainty that makes public attention even greater. International media continues to monitor the development of the situation, while loyal fans stay tuned for updates whenever they are announced. One thing is clear: Jungkook and Jimin's presence in Vietnam, Switzerland has become a global conversation in a short time. Without press conferences, without lengthy announcements, just their arrival is enough to stir the world's attention. Whatever the next agenda, this moment once again confirms that Jungkook and Jimin's names do not just belong to the music industry, but have become symbols of global influence. Every step of the way brings new stories, new hopes, and a sense of pride to fans around the world. The public can now only wait for the official news, wait for the next surprise, and wait for the moment where Jungkook and Jimin recreate history in their own way. In the end, Jungkook and Jimin's presence in Vietnam, Switzerland is not just a matter of arrival time or camera exposure. This moment is a reminder of how much influence the two figures have on the world stage. With just a brief appearance, they are able to unite the public's attention across countries, across cultures, and across languages in one and the same time. In the midst of the global rush of information flow, not all public figures are capable of creating an impact of this magnitude. Jungkook and Jimin proved that their sincerity, consistency, and long journey together have formed a strong bond with fans around the world. Their presence always carries more meaning than the official agenda. For fans, this moment is not only about seeing the idol up close, but also about pride. The pride of watching two young people from South Korea stand as symbols of global culture, carrying their country's name in an elegant and respectful way. Their every step seems to be a representation of dreams, hard work, and dedication that never fades. While the public is still waiting for an official explanation of the next agenda, one thing is certain: the world's attention is now on Jungkook and Jimin. Whatever they will do after this, their presence in Vietnam, Switzerland has left a strong imprint that is difficult to ignore. Time will answer all speculations. But until then, this moment will continue to be remembered as one that reaffirmed Jungkook and Jimin's position as true global stars, not just because of their popularity, but because of the influence and meaning they carried. And when the official news is finally announced, the world will once again witness how these two names continue to write their own stories, step by step, on an increasingly broad international stage.
Laughter, fatigue, and gratitude seem to blend into one story that will be remembered forever. When the camera's spotlight begins to dim and the crowd slowly subsides, one thing remains behind: a sense of warmth that is not easy to lose. A sense that every struggle, no matter how small, will find its way. A sense that dreams never come instantly, but rather through a long process that demands patience and courage. For the Army, this trip was also a mirror, a reminder to keep going, even if the road is hard. To keep believing, even if the results are not yet visible. Because if Jungkook and Jimin can stand at this point after going through so many obstacles, then that hope is always there for anyone willing to fight. Now, the world just has to wait quietly, waiting for what stories will be born after this journey, waiting for what works will be shared, what messages will be conveyed, and what other dreams will be realized.